Good morning, everyone. It's Catherine from my hillside garden, Northeast Pennsylvania, Zone 6A. Today we're going to work in this bed. We're going to get it ready to do some planting. We need to get some of our seeds in for our fall and winter harvest, and I thought I would bring you along. I'll probably end up speeding through most of this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim back the what is this, arugula. I have a girlfriend that loves that, and I'm gonna just rake through the soil very gently. I'm gonna add in some black cow compost, and then I'm gonna plant some seeds. So join me. Have a bunch of tags to collect. Seems like either they didn't sprout or the little critters got to some of the lettuce I had planted here earlier this month. That's what happens when it's hot or rainy and you don't get out. So let's see, these are Yellowstone carrots, and of course, oh wait, oh, those have an October date on them. I wonder if that's right. Let's see. Wonder if can you see me pulling those out? Try to get down there a little bit. Make this a little bit interesting for you. But look at all these tags I have. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, pretty nice one, and a tiny one. Another tiny one. Looks like somebody came along and was eating probably one of the caterpillars, but that's okay. So get those out of there. Oh boy, they smell fabulous. That's the one thing about homegrown carrots. Boy, are they great. Try to keep the arugula just in this one spot. So remember, this is basically what I call one of my no-dig beds. So this is about as much digging besides planting that goes on. And then I'll go get some of that black cow, and we'll add that in here. I do have some lettuces, which I'm surprised they lasted. So the one is a red, but they look pretty good. I don't think, oh, I did harvest off of those. Okay. Don't know if you don't try. It's all you can do. Keep on trying. Okay, and I've got the black cow, which is cow manure. We're just gonna give this a nice dose, and then we're gonna scratch it in. Now what I plant here, remember, will end up in the fall getting covered over when the weather gets cooler and the frost starts. So most of what gets planted in here needs to be at a good maturity by the time fall comes. And it's hard to believe you have to start everything so early. If I wanted to have cabbages and brassicas, such as broccoli, I'll probably do some kale, because the kale will stay small, and then in the spring it'll be one of the first things that we'll be able to harvest. But I'll probably end up putting some carrots in here. And some parsley, I guess, because that'd be nice. I'm going to try and use up some of my seeds, because as we learned earlier in the season, seeds don't last forever. So there we go. And I like to do square foot gardening, but I think I'm going to do rows in here for the fall. And I just think that looks just as nice as well. Okay, let me go get some seeds. Okay, I've figured out what seeds we're going to put in here, and let's plant. Now, part of the reason why I decided to do this today is because we do have showers in our future for the next couple of days. So this will help the seeds to have a good germination. I'm just going to make drills about 3 inches apart and sprinkle the seed in like that. Okay, we have Scarlet Nantes Supreme that we're going to do first here. I love carrots. I could do a whole bed of carrots, I think. So we're just going to sprinkle. I hope you get to see this. If not, I'm sorry. Just going to sprinkle them in there. Now remember, carrot seeds don't last forever, so might as well use them, and we'll thin them out. So get a nice row of them in there. Okay. Then next to that, we're going to do some Swiss chard. They call it perpetual spinach. This one's been pretty good. This is the first year I've grown this, and I've been pretty happy with it. This one looks exactly like beet seed. So we're just going to put that. What new vegetables have you tried this year? This way I can have green leaves throughout the winter. It is a little bit more cold hardy of a plant. I am planting them a little bit close together, but what I'll do is before we cover this up, we'll end up thinning everything out. That way we'll have a nice amount of plants in there. The other thing we like a lot of is lettuce. So this is Arctic King. I've grown this before. It's a lovely lettuce, especially for the winter. And again, we're going to oversow that, and we'll just use the leaves for greens until we pick the certain ones to keep for through the winter, as long as they'll last. Okay, now we're going to put in a drill of double curled parsley. And I have gotten better this year. Remember, that was one of the things I wanted to do better, was have my markers made. So let's just sprinkle in there. Again, another seed that doesn't last for very long. So we'll get some plants in there. This is good in salads. It's not just an item to have as a decoration on your plate. You can put it in your green drinks if you do smoothies. Give that a try. It's very good for cleansing the palate if you're having a meal that has strong flavors in it. So let's get those covered up for now. It's hard to believe summer isn't, still have a month left or so of actual, well, 2 months really, right? Till fall comes. And we're already planting for fall and winter. When you garden, it's good to succession plant, which in a way is what I'm doing. This will be the second planting in this bed for the year, and it'll help to take me through winter, so that way we can have some of our own vegetables in the winter. So thank you for joining me today. I'm going to do the rest of the bed on my own. I just wanted to get this little clip in, remind you that it's time to start thinking about fall and winter planting. So thank you for joining me today. Give me a thumbs up if you liked today's video. If you have any suggestions on what you plant in your garden for fall and winter, I'd love to hear what they are. Leave me a comment. Have a great day. Happy gardening.